cool. So once again, we've downloaded the zip file. Okay, we are right here. Okay, for those of you who just walked in, we are at Unit 10, L2A. Okay, Lesson 2, Part A, class. Realistically speaking, this should say. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change it to CW because that's what we're doing classwork. All right, so if you haven't done the homework, which looks like a lot of you did not, 80 of them did not, so you may want to do this. Still count as a grade. I know stuff happens, so I kind of give it about a couple of days. Oh, good, the heat's going on. All right, so once again, right-click, open with a new tab. Click on the universal download. Okay, and then once you get it down here, you want to click on the icon here, and you'll get a folder. Unless you use Safari, you'll just get a folder. So I've asked everybody to look at the sunflower, right-click, open with Photoshop, and here we go. Okay. Everybody loves sunflowers. What I recommend you doing now is, of course, clicking on this icon right here. It looks like a stamp. I don't know if anybody is familiar with stamps, or, you know, when you... Does anybody even use envelopes anymore? Very rarely. I hardly ever... I don't even write checks anymore. I just use Zelle. Okay. All right. It used to be that if you have a business and you don't have a website, you're not a business. Now, if you're a business and you don't have Zelle or Venmo, whatever. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ninth one down. Okay, it's right above the eraser tool. Here's a paint bucket tool, so 2 above that. So if you can find it, okay. This is also a brush tool. Okay, so you're going to have to use your best, but right now mine is way too small. This image, if we look at it, image size, is, wow, 8,000. That's a lot. Why don't we do this, everybody? Let's go ahead and shrink it a little bit. So let's do image size, and let's bring it down to 2,000. Whoops, not 23,000, 2,000. Make sure it's pixels, not inches, pixels, okay? 8,000 is huge. Okay, and let's press OK. All right, now we got this scenario. Now, of course, there's a couple of ways where you can make it bigger. You can go down here. It's at 25%. You can always increase it, or just use the magnifying tool right here, and then you'll watch right here. See here it also says 25%. And then what you'll do is you'll just keep on clicking, and you'll watch the number here until it reaches 25. And if you need it bigger, go ahead and do it. Let's click it one more. Nah, it's a little too big. So in that case, you click on the negative magnifying tool and bring it down a little bit. Okay? So, all right, cool. And you can also use the hand tool here. Here's a hand tool. And you can kind of manipulate a little bit, kind of center it. All right, you good there, Achilles? Who else is new here? Yeah, see, if you're new and you come in late, that's not going to help you. Okay. Yes, sir. The height? Yeah. Well, I mean, the height's center. You know what we have right now. If it's 2,000 and there's a link here, it'll just come up with a height. But I have 936. Okay, so it should automatically do it for you. All right, so let's go ahead and do the clone tool now. What I'd like to do is layer, new layer, layer, new layer. Add a new layer, layer, new layer. So I can tell some of you, you should just right click and open, anyways, whatever. And you'll see that it'll ask you, it's okay just to keep it at layer 1, just press OK. All right, there you go. And now here's layer number 1. So make sure layer number 1 is highlighted. Okay. And then what we'll do is, let's just try what, okay, first of all, look how small my brush is. So I got to make it bigger. I'm going to go ahead and click on this download button right here, this drop-down menu, and just kind of increase it. Now you'll notice most of you have this, where you have a circle there. Okay? I like to kind of keep it narrow at 45 degrees. Once again, for those of you, because I can see I may be going a little too fast, you're going to click on the brush tool. Okay? Click on the brush tool, Achilles brush tool. It's right here. Okay, click on the, got it? If you need my help, raise your hand, I can help you. Achilles, you don't have to raise your hand because I can tell I need to help you. So when you do this, you did it here. Now, see this? Now you get it. Okay? Anybody else need me to look over their shoulder? All right, so once again, I like the angle. You can just angle a little bit if you want, or keep it the way it is. It doesn't matter to me. Move the cursor over here and see, I'm noticing this is still a little too small, so I'm going to go up to 60. Maybe that'll work. I'll give it a whirl. Then you click on the arrow to bring it back up. Now, what you got to do, okay, is... So, I'm sorry, you got to click on the background. Okay, make sure you click here. Alrighty. Wait, I'm sorry. No. Wait. Okay, I'm kind of screwing you over. Okay, where it says, up here where it says current layer, okay, you won't be, what it's asking that you can only work on the current layer. Let's go to the drop down and choose all layers, okay, all layers, okay, so that way we can kind of work where we can. So let's try it. Let me try it first. Okay, if I click here, now you notice the cursor changes into a little crosshair. So if I click on that, what I'm doing now if you notice, okay, if you notice my cursor, okay, it's carrying the information of that sunflower. But because I want to put it on the above layer, okay, that's where it's going to be. So I can tell you my brush is still too small, but let's work with it. Now, you notice that there's a crosshair or cross mark on the flower itself. If you follow that, okay, and kind of like your eye goes back and forth, okay, you'll see that it is going to kind of copy as much as possible. You see that that way you can kind of see where it's going. You can use that to kind of avoid areas that you don't want to copy. For instance, the white cloud. Okay, the white cloud behind this flower doesn't really belong here because we got blue skies here. So do the best that you can. It's not a perfect science. Okay. So do what you can. So you kind of have to go between, your eyes have to go back and forth. All right. And if you let go, it's okay because you can press it again. And what I might do is just actually let go and increase my brush size a little bit higher than where it's at right now. Okay, so then but if I let go, I gotta go use my option tool, click again. Okay, and continue. So now I've got to okay, so just glide across. Obviously I didn't do a good enough job. Now see what happened? I totally messed up. Okay, so you got to be really careful. Try not to start again. Because yeah, this is not good. If I was doing this for a client, they would not be happy. Because look what's happening. I'm carrying it, anyways. But we're all, none of us are experts, including myself. So I'm doing the best I can. But the nice thing about it is that I can actually move this guy away. So I can click on the move tool. I can move it. I notice I carried something, so I can cut that part. I can use the marquee tool here. with the layer selected, I can just circle the area I don't want and press delete. And then with what's left, I can do Command T, and shrink it. See that? So why don't we do this, everybody? Go ahead and for the next, let's give you 7 minutes or so. I'll be right with you. 7 minutes. Go ahead and do about 2 layers, okay? 2 layers for the both. And try to make it small or large, you know, whatever the case may be. Okay, so click here. Make sure it's all there. So you did good. You click here, which you did good. Now you're going to press the so press and hold. See how it changes. Now you got to press here, okay? Now you go to the file. Okay, cool. Anybody needs my help, please raise your hand. Okay. Good, Jerry. So what you can do is you guys will, let's go get something like your workstation. That's it. So it's almost so what you gotta do is you gotta push and hold the All right, so try, and when you're done, go ahead and, when you are done, what I'd like for you to do is open up this, this Google slide that's on your Google Classroom, okay? And put the end result of your sunflower there, okay? And let's do a screenshot of the entire workspace. So everything here, because I'm going to be looking for layers, okay? There should be a layer for every flower. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so we're resuming now. So with the sunflower, we clone a part of the image onto itself. Okay, so the flower inside a flower. In this case, we're going to clone from one image to another. So what I'd like you to do is on the green pastures, because we're going to take this house and put it in here. So the first thing you want to do is create a new layer. So layer a new layer on the open green pastures. Okay. You don't see much of this in California, do we? Green, open green rows. Unless you go down to Laguna Beach, Laguna Niguel, Laguna Hills. That's just a lot of green areas there, but very expensive. All right, now let's do this now. Okay. Again, let's see how we do with the brush. We're going to click on the clone tool. And I think, well, that might be a little bit too big. You see the cursor the way it is? It's kind of big. So I'm going to go to the brush and kind of shrink it a little bit. And it's your choice. It's up to you. All right, so now press and hold. If you have the stamp tool selected, press and hold the Option key. Okay, Option key, and go ahead and click on the house. Now, you can do it several ways. Okay, you can just go to the new image and do your best to kind of eye it. As you can see, it's copying over. Okay, you can do that. But, well, hear me out first before you guys do this. Okay, so hear me out before we do this. Okay, so I've got now the house in a much more safer area. I'm going to undo it. Then you might be thinking, well, it's kind of hard because I want to see what I'm copying. Then what you do is you take the tab and you drop it down. Press and hold, drop it down. Take this tab, drop it down. And then what you can do now is put both images right next to each other. Okay, you can always use the hand tool here and kind of like do that, shrink it more. Okay, since we're only interested in this area. And then here you may want to kind of bring this, shrink this down too. Okay, so right about there. You don't need the whole image. Okay, so let's do this now. So again, you click on the stamp tool. Click here. Looks like I still have. And so at this point, again, if you notice, we can see. Woo! I don't know where I am. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to click on the stamp tool. Then I'm going to click here. And as you can see, I can kind of see now what I'm doing better. So, and I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to have to fix this. So here we go. And I'm going to go right through the fence. There we go. Everybody's welcome to my house. Okay, and there we have it. Now, I hope I did this, whoops. I hope I did this right. In other words, I hope I have, let's see if I have this on the, yes, if I have it on the separate screen, once I have this, okay, I don't really need, hello. She's what?
1 second, Paul.
Oh, you don't have a chair? Okay, hold on. So as I said before, I may have captured a few of this water. So I used the polygon lasso tool. Okay. Go up to the house, up there, and then go down and delete. And then I have to get rid of the Achilles, you good? For those who just showed up, I'm recording this, so no worries. You can watch this. Try to watch this tonight. I'll have it up tonight. You can watch this and do this tomorrow. Tomorrow is catch-up day, so no worries. Excuse me. Okay, this is what I got. So it went from, and I don't know what happened to my, should be right here. There we go. So I went from here to here. And what I like you to do is screen capture is just this, the house. Okay, just the house, and put that in the second slide. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, let me put this in here. Good. Well, you gotta start the layer. You have the layer. Oh, so you put it, probably have it now, you can put this over there. So you may want to just do it again. Otherwise, it's not going to go up twice. And then second, which is the last slide. That's what you're going to do is you're going to clone the guy. So let's see if you can do this on your own. So clone the dude in a separate layer, and then lower the opacity so it looks like he's having an out-of-body experience. And I've got this recorded, so you don't have to finish it all today. You can just do it tomorrow catch up it. All right, get John, please. Huh? Oh, okay, so let me go ahead with the guy. So if you guys are finished, with the guy, I'm sorry, with the house, again, you kind of want to just do a screenshot of the workspace. Okay, so workspace here. Okay, just the house. I mean, and if you have the thing in the background, that's okay. This is all I'm looking for. Oh, that's the edge. Sorry, this is the lake house. Okay. All right. So now the edge is very simple. In fact, that'll be the simplest one. Whoops. So let's go ahead and go to the edge, which is the Griffith Absorbatory dude. So let's go ahead and right-click, open with Photoshop. First thing I like you to do is create a new layer. So layer, new layer. You guys got to understand about layer. So here it is. Now let's work on the dude. And let's go ahead and clone him as best you can. Image, let's check out the image size. Image size is 900, that's all right. Image, I'm going to go ahead and increase the brush of the clone brush. Okay, so again, my layer, I've selected background layer. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. And now I'm going to go ahead and copy him. Whoops. Got to put him, make sure you select the new layer, okay? Copy him into the new layer. I'm going to draw him really quick so I can show you what I'm looking for. And I messed up already. So I'm going to have to move this guy down. But that's why I want him in a separate layer, okay? So I can move him. Alrighty, so at any rate, I messed up, so alright, it's okay if I messed up. Alright, so I'm going to make him a little bit bigger then. And now all I'm going to do is take the opacity and lower him. See that? There it is, his ghost. Do the screenshot of the entire workspace, and that's all she wrote for today.